Hey guys, Chelsea from Attention to Details, and I want to do a video where we talk about detailing inside a garage. Now, I know a lot of times for us as detailers, we typically like to work outside because of natural light, just because, more wide open spaces. But what do you do in the wintertime when temperatures start to get too cold, where you have issues where your body is, your hands are freezing cold, you've got issues with, safety, and then you also have issues of your chemicals. You don't want them to freeze. If it gets too windy, if it gets too cold, water could freeze on the panels. I am fortunate enough that I have a heated garage to work out of. My husband put in a mini split for me this summer, and I am finally getting smart enough and using it. I tried the last couple details to detail outdoors and was freezing cold and came inside and I was just exhausted and tired and grumpy, and my husband's like, we have a heated garage. And I'm like, I know. I just get used to my process, and my process typically has been outdoors just because that's what I've done for so long. So now I kind of have to get into a new rhythm, a new flow with cleaning vehicles indoors. So I can handle the interiors. I've got tons of lighting options to be able to handle that process. And I've done rinseless washes on exteriors. I've even shown videos of ways to do rinseless washes, especially if you use something like Owner's Pride Ecowash. You can foam it on, so if you have heavily caked on salt, road film, things like that, you can do a rinseless wash in a garage on a heavily soiled vehicle safely. You can even kind of use steam or compressed air if you've got a lot of seams and nooks and crannies where dirt is in there and where typically a pressure washer would blast those out. You can use steam or an air compressor to kind of give you that force that you're used to with a pressure washer. But what about this area right here? A lot of times what I will do is just brave the cold, brave the freezing water and conditions, and I'll do my tires, wheels, and wheel wells outside. But what if you don't want to have to deal with that? So what I'm going to do is a video trying to clean these felt wheel well liners, tires, and wheels inside with rinseless washes, and just play around with some techniques. So you can see we've got a lot of soot and dirt and grass and just staining in here. What we're going to go ahead and do is, it's probably going to be messy. I've got my rigid vacuum here with the filter removed, so that way I can use it essentially as a wet vac. And what we're going to do is vacuum first, try to get up any of the loose debris, maybe even get a stiff brush in there, just kind of agitate, get some of the soiling off. Might make a little bit of a mess. We'll vacuum all that up, and then we're going to come in with our OP Ecowash and foam it on, agitate again, and then essentially use our wet dry vac like an extractor and try to get this cleaned up for the customer. Is it going to be 100% like you would with a pressure washer? We'll see. A lot of times you can only, go so far without a pressure washer, but for wintertime, let's see what kind of results we can get to satisfy the customer and in the moment still provide value and service for the customer. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to do our cleaning of our tires. We're probably going to end up using OP Clean. We're just going to go ahead and do a scrubbing of the tires. We're going to do a light agitation and then a rinseless wash of our wheel wells. We'll still probably use the OP Ecowash just to foam everything, give us extra lubrication, emulsification of our dirt. And then what we might do is use the wet dry vac or even a blower to kind of blow dirt backwards. Again, I'm probably going to make a mess, but everything is cleanable. We're on concrete. I don't have to worry about nice fancy floors, but we'll suck everything up with the wet vac and get it clean. That's kind of an explanation of what I plan on doing. Let's see if it actually works. All right, so you can see our wheel well looks fantastic. The drill brush actually was a fantastic way to knock all of the dirt and grass that were embedded in the fibers of the felt loose. You know, I just sucked it up under here, and then from there I did a quick vacuum, and then we foamed it with our OP Ecowash, sprayed some OP Clean just to kind of help give us a little bit more scrubbing ability. Then I have here a bucket of Ecowash. I just have my easy detail brush. This is the one I used for wheel wells. I just went in, did a light agitation, and then followed up with our wet vacuum just to kind of absorb any of that dirt that might have been lifted to the surface. But you can see the customer's going to know we definitely, you know, cleaned this. It looks a lot better on our tires. We already did our tire shine with OP Care, their tire shine. My customers absolutely love the finished look that that gives. It's just a nice, beautiful, high gloss, water-based dressing. You know, it doesn't sling. It's just a really fantastic maintenance product for tires. What I really enjoy, again, we have our OP Ecowash in here. I used my microfiber wheel woolly. I got this from Luxury Microfiber. It's fantastic. It's soft. It's forgiving. We foamed our Ecowash in here to give us extra lubrication, extra grime fighting power. And then what I did is I just kind of agitated the inner wheel. Then I foamed it again with OP Ecowash, and I used my McKees 37, my car dryer, and actually blew the excess soil out. So that way I'm not spending minute after minute trying to sop up or mop up all of that dirty water. I actually just blew it out, blew everything nice and clean, followed up with a dry microfiber. You can see our wheels and inner wheels look fantastic. They look like I just scrubbed them. You can see we've got a small puddle. I vacuumed that up with my wet vac. This is a completely viable option. This took me maybe 5-10 minutes to do this wheel. Is it mint condition? No. But is it clean? Is it satisfactory for the customer? Yes. So I'm really happy with this process. I think we're going to stick with this moving forward. But now I have a easy way to maintain tires, wheels, and wheel wells, especially felt wheel wells, when I'm working inside a garage. I don't have to break out the pressure washer, deal with freezing ice, you know, products being too cold. I can stay nice and warm. My hands are comfortable. So I hope this helps some of you guys in thinking through the process of how to do tires, wheels, and wheel wells indoors during the wintertime. We're going to use this same mentality, and you've seen videos of it in the past. If not, I'll put the link for it down below, of foaming on our OP Ecowash to go after, you know, if the soil or any of the lower panels have a lot of accumulated dirt where normally my pressure washer would come in handy. That OP Ecowash is going to help us go after some of that dirt, safely remove it. That will help us go after some of the bug marks that are here and just some of the dirtier areas. We know we can safely wash this exterior. We're actually going to do our Ecowash rinseless wash, a clay towel, and seal it with our ceramic detailer. I will bring you guys back when we are completely done. All right, guys, here's a quick walk around. You can see we've got fantastic shine and gloss. We come in here actually with a swirl finder light. I know a lot of you guys think that these clay towels are going to mar the paint. If we come in here with our swirl finder light, I really am not seeing any visible signs of clay towel marring. There may be swirls and scratches, and this is Aldi paint, so it tends to be on the harder side. But you can just see using that OP Ecowash, foaming it on, we had extra lubrication, and we were able to safely decontaminate this vehicle. We did our wash, we did our clay towel, dried it off, and then we did our Owner's Pride ceramic detailer for 6 to 8 months of ceramic protection on this vehicle. You saw we did our tires, wheels, and wheel wells effectively, safely. We got our tires cleaned and dressed. This vehicle looks fantastic. It looks like I just spent an hour and a half with my pressure washer and all my fancy tools outside. I was able to stay nice and warm inside my garage. 68 degrees in here, 47 degrees outside. Some of you may be thinking, suck it up, Buttercup, that's not too cold. But in reality, why have to struggle if you don't have to? But for those of you who maybe you don't have access to water in the winter time because you have to turn off your exterior hoses, or maybe you battle with freezing cold temperatures, maybe you're up north in Canada or who knows, and you're looking for a viable option to safely and effectively wash, clay, and seal your customers' vehicles as well as their tires, wheels, and wheel wells. Hopefully this can add some value to you guys to be able to still offer fantastic end results. You don't have to close down in the wintertime. You don't have to focus on just interiors. If you have access to a garage, you can still provide fantastic results to your customers. It might take a little bit longer, but it is doable. This took me about 2 hours to do from start to finish. I had a lot of interruptions, but you can see with our foaming sprayer, the IK foaming sprayer, we were able to, add extra lubrication to get some of that grind that was on the lower parts. We were able to add extra lubrication for our clay towel method. We have our black sponge from Rag Company, and then we also have our Rag Company Ultra Clay Towel. You can see because of the honeycomb within it, it really helps reduce the risk of marring. So for any of you looking for a fantastic combination to use with Owner's Pride, check these out. The Owner's Pride Blue Sponge is fantastic as well. I just like playing with new sponges. And then we have our chemicals, the stars of the show. We had our OP Ecowash and OP Clean to take care of our tires, wheels, and wheel wells, our tire shine, and then our ceramic detailer from Owner's Pride. Fantastic products to give us phenomenal results for our customers safely and effectively without having to break out the big tools or battle really cold temperatures. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you give us a thumbs up if you learned anything new. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell off to the right. That way you stay notified for future videos that we have coming out. We're going to keep moving on this interior, but for now we're going to call this a wrap on the exterior. Thanks guys for watching. Thank you for following. For any of you that have just followed this channel from the get-go, thank you so much for your support. Have a happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy your families, and we'll see you in the next video.